Watson with a give to Miller. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Let's go, Vikings. Let's go.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Marcus
See if I can return the punt, y'all.
Minnesota.
For you, Streeter.
Taken in at the 11.
Oh, that ain't last long.
57 yards, the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Get off
and
me.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this across
Get
the
off me, Streeter.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Offense get mixy right there.
A yard up to the 29.
Let me see what my dot skills looking like.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets
What's
up
the
a 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Touchdown. Said I got you, bud.
To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's get a touchdown. Let's go.
20 and picking up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That was a bad pass on me. 1st down, right down the field.
Sack back
Yo.
at the 46. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, there's Cousins. Finding room inside the 40. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players
wanted to
prior
be
to the game.
interesting.
What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That man ain't even playing.
Reed. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Give me it back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession.
50 points, Steven.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called.
Good little pass.
See how the defense reacts.
The ball comes out.
Yep, I'll take it.
And the Vikings pick up the football.
I'll take it.
These guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's be frank.
Now that's where the fun begins. 50 points.
I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Oh, good
and
stuff.
Went backwards.
He's speeding everything up. We need 50 points.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Get this first real quick.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to cut up on him.
They run again on first down. Cook.
And
they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Listen to me.
Cousins. And Diggs has
Bingo.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that
We
was an
just got a
interesting quarter,
touchdown.
wasn't it? 'Cause
We
had
just
some
got
action,
a
we had some good
touchdown.
play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
About to take this back. We need 50 points.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it.
We're about to catch him in the backfield. Watch the run.
And they're already just shy of midfield.
Oh, yeah, that's what we wanted. Good bait.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver.
He tried to scramble for real.
Daniil Hunter picks up his second sack.
He tried to scramble. That was an accident.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks.
This
here.
ain't happening,
1st and
player.
2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Pick. We're gonna make it easy on you. Get an easy touchdown real quick.
Watson. And the pressure gets to
Oh
him
my
again.
gosh.
Daniil Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's
He open.
in this football game.
He open.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open
need
spot.
50 points,
There's
man.
lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
If he blocked this one dude, it's a touchdown.
Just don't do it.
Does he get him? Oh my gosh, he didn't get him.
Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's fine.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On 2nd down, Cook.
Get off me, fat man.
Up to the 26.
My boy stopping my run.
1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He ain't stopping my run.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Yeah, I knew he was messing up. I knew he wasn't stopping my run.
4 out of bounds there. It's an 8 back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh my gosh, it's a touchdown every time.
Angelo Blackson.
Better get out there, boy.
Him with a sack as he buries him.
Better get out there, boy.
To try again after the sack.
You sending JJ? I got something for that.
And he goes down once more.
That's my team. We can't do that. Let's go, JJ. I moved on him.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter.
Damn, we about to dot it up. Dot him up, dang.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On play action.
He still got through. What the fuck is wrong with that JJ?
Back at the 8-yard line.
We could do stuff like this.
The offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked.
Dang, he couldn't stop that, man. Let's see how this stuff's man the 3-yard line. Having too much fun. Wins lead to quicker block shedding.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception.
Give me that, stupid. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with this man?
Vikings pick up the football. He's hit the
And you're not catching me. Stop playing with me.
30, past the 20,
Oh, get off me.
10,
Whoa.
and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go.
He's on a 3-yard line. What happened?
They pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that
Give me that.
Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest.
That boy was covered by 3 people. You tried to put it there.
Points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Try to use my team against me.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson.
Good dog.
And this would complete
Good
to
dog.
Fuller. And they
That was
worked this
accident.
well
You ain't mean that.
across the 45.
I ain't gonna teach you. You only got 40 seconds left if you're not watching the time. And it's a pick, so
On 1st and 10, Watson
no time necessary.
rolling to his right.
Oh, you should have dotted him up.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back.
I ain't call no timeouts. 20 seconds left.
Brothers in there to
Okay.
record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive
Pick
unit.
6, pick 6.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, get a pick bar.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The final shot before the break. Watson buying time to his left. Now he's going to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Yes, sir. They blocked JJ. I'm bringing this to the crib.
Didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit
let me
to
get
their
mixed.
teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit
I
better
would see
the
if I
next
get
time
mixed.
you have the ball.
Cook. And running room
Nah, I ain't
scarce
mixing
here. He's
enough,
going to be
y'all.
stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. They'll roll him out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Man, these are easy picks I'm throwing. Easy picks.
30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
My boy Cousins want to run, he said. Let me test him out.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Alright, never again. He's too slow.
A sack back at the 32. J.J. Watt able to
He
get in there
deserved
for
it.
his second sack of the afternoon. On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a third
Come
and
on,
5.
Cook, get a touchdown.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing is Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
Who told you to go that damn crazy, J.J. Watt?
Third and goal for Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's
I didn't mean to do
intercepted.
that. Diving.
Picked off
Yeah.
by Tashawn Gibson.
Good
And a
pick.
big turnover there as his
J.J.
guys
Watt
will get
going
the
nuts on these
football back.
boys.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running
You
out
look like
onto
I
the
ain't getting
field.
my 50
A
points.
real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard
Playing around
stories
too
about
much.
teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Take this pick real quick.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And it is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Check 41. Get this one on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sherrills to return it. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've told me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, You could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
In your face. Check 37. Check 37.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson on the run.
I was about to say, you tripping. I just sent everybody.
Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre
I'm
Hopkins.
surprised nobody got you. I tried to make it hot.
And the Texans get a bit closer. So they will get on. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Here's Cousins. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them in this game.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Cousins now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
Oh,
boy thought he scored.
Complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception, Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing here, Cousins. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check 50. Joker, 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 joker. 54.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. One last throw here for Watson, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.